Good evening. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great weekend and I hope your Monday is going well so far. Today's topic for Mindset Monday is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? That question is typically asked at interviews, right? A lot of times people, ask this question at interviews because they want to see your motivation. They want to see what your future plans are. They want to see if really you having whatever plans for yourself is really in alignment with that job. Sometimes people ask that, when they're trying to get to know somebody when it comes to relationships, because they're trying to see their intentions. They're trying to see if they're in alignment with that person for future plans. And they're really trying to see if what that person is saying is a good match to an answer that they would say for themselves. And as I was thinking about this question, it was really inspired by the fact that yesterday, October 29th, was the 5-year anniversary for Mindset Mondays. You see, 5 years ago in my car, right, I decided to pull out my camera, and I was trying to do something for a long time where I was doing videos, where I was talking to people, where I was inspiring people, and I didn't really know what to do, what to say, and where to start, right? I had a few people that I looked that inspired me, that motivated me. And then that day, that morning, in the parking lot at my job, I decided to turn on my camera and record. I was so scared, right? I put that video up. I shared it on my page so you guys can be able to see. I was so worried about how I would sound. I was doing a lot of and clicking my tongue. I was not really focused on the camera and I was really nervous, right? But at the end of it, I was like, you know what? I did this, right? The topic was about making the right choices. And I was so happy that I made the choice to do that video. And 5 years later, I'm even more happier that I made a decision that day to do that video. Because 5 years later, right, I'm no longer doing those videos in that same job parking lot, because as of today, going on 5 years in a new job that I'm thriving in, a new job, a new career that I love, in a place where people love me, where I am respected for my gift, and I'm doing something that I've always wanted to do: train, teach, coach, mentor people, right? 5 years ago, I didn't even see that as being a possibility. But I think me taking the jump, me having the courage to do that video, for me to step out, right? Even though if I was nervous, me being courageous, even though I was scared, really helped push me into applying, and really helped push me into putting all I needed to put in order for me to be so successful and the height of my career right now. In that moment, I didn't know what was coming when it comes to me being accountability coach for Mish Dollhouse. I was just trying to be a member of this organization that was helping plus size women, right? And now, not only am I a continued active member of this organization that does body positivity, women empowerment, right? Helping women reach their goals in their personal lives, in their professional lives, in their modeling career, just all around, right? I went from being just a member, just being somebody who does community service, being somebody in the background cheerleading, right, to being somebody on a managerial team, being an accountability coach for multiple women at a time, right? Being, a mentor for women that needs an extra push, an extra inspiration, and being mentored at the same time from some of the top women in this industry, from some of the sharpest women, that I have ever met. Where I recently just received the Iron Sharpen Iron Award, because I know that I don't hang around people who I can't give, and I can't hang around people who I can't receive from. So where would I be 5 years later had I not really take a chance on myself to step out to do something that was so scary and was so intimidating for me? Where would you be in 5 years? I know for me, 5 years since I did that video, I'm now a certified life coach. I always knew I wanted to do something with helping people. People always came to me, right, to help give advice, to be a sounding board, a prayer partner, someone who they know that will give them the real deal, someone who would encourage them, someone who wouldn't judge them, someone who wouldn't make them feel bad, but someone who would give them sound advice, someone who would give them, a roadmap for how to navigate the future. And in this time, from that first video to now, I'm a certified life coach. I've coached several women into having the best possible lives ever. I recently received a text message saying, hey, since the Charmaine experience, right, the charm effect, these are the things that have changed in my life. And if I had not experienced you, if you had not decided to walk in your purpose, I don't know where I would be. Where would you be in 5 years, and how many lives will be impacted by the choices that you make? I can go on and on and on about me producing a journal, about me having my own oil, right, that will help you with your hair, your skin, and your nails. But I'm not going to continue talking about where I've been and how far I've come in 5 years. But I want to ask you, what decision that you can make today that will make a great difference in 5 years to come? Where will you be in 5 years when it comes to your career, your job, your business, right? With you launching that thing that you've been sitting on for so long. People are waiting for that thing, but you are so afraid to do it. I'm telling you, do it today. Where would you be in 5 years when it comes to your health? When it comes to your relationship, when it comes to your money? Where will you be in 5 years when it comes to you? You are so much more valuable than you give yourself credit for. So go ahead and do the things that is worth it, that are worth it to you. 5 years are going to come by so fast, and you don't want to be sitting here 5 years later talking about the woulda, coulda, shouldas. Make a decision today. Think about 5 years from today, 2028. And think about how would you want your life to look like, and decide today that from this moment you are going to take the necessary steps to get as close to that vision as possible. And even if you don't even have a clear vision of what you want your 5 years to look like, just making a decision today, just making that one little tiny step today, just making that one choice to do something that scares you, that make you anxious, that you're unsure about, just doing that thing that you know you should have done last year, it's going to make such a huge difference that in 5 years you probably won't even recognize the person that you are. 5 years ago, I barely probably made it to like 5 minutes on a video without the hemming and the humming and the arm and all type of stuff. But 5 years later, I'm talking. I don't even stop videos and re-record and all of this. It's a one take, because I've decided that people are going to get what they get from me. I am who I am. I sound how I sound. I look how I look. I don't even care as much anymore. 5 years have made me so much more confident in being me and understanding that being me, being Charmaine, that's my superpower. So the more I step out in being myself, the better I get, the greater I get, the wiser I get. And I'm asking you, where would you be in 5 years, and how much better, greater, and wiser you can be? I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. And I'll talk to you next week for another Mindset Monday. Bye-bye.